What's up, guys? How's it going? This is Pax with PaxFairy.com. Advanced dieting techniques. I wouldn't consider myself advanced, but I do know how to use dieting and manipulate your diet in a way that is going to hopefully get you lean. Now, there's two methods. If you are overweight, I would recommend keto for 1 to 2 months, and then go to this thing called carb cycling. So carb cycling, we'll get into that. If you are having insulin resistance problems, where when you eat carbs, you get the shakes, you get the sweats, you get everything related to insulin resistance, or you have some form of mild diabetes or something that just makes it really uncomfortable when you eat carbs in response to carbs. That is probably a more complex topic for a different video, where I'm not an expert on that, but I do know how to try to fix it, because I have insulin resistance problems, being hypothyroidic. Hypothyroidism, now there's like 2 or 4 different types of hypothyroidism, where everything, when you eat carbohydrates or the type of carbohydrates at the wrong time of day, it's not going to go well and it's going to be very uncomfortable. That's basically what I experienced quite a few times. Trying to fix it right now, but that is something to consider when picking like a certain type of diet. So if you're overweight, doing keto for 1 to 2 months. Why 1 to 2 months? So I wouldn't recommend keto for that long period of time, because it's going to cause insulin resistance. It's going to cause problems with being very sensitive to carbohydrates. We don't want that. So within 1 to 2 months, I think that's a safe way, from at least the research that I've done, a safe like rule of thumb to do keto for, and then go back to either introducing carbs slowly and or doing carb cycling. The way that I've been doing it recently is probably the best way, but it prevents insulin resistance problems. It prevents you from feeling like shit eventually, because when you get to a certain body fat level, sub 10% body fat, maybe 10%, everyone's different, you are eventually going to diet yourself into dieting hell, and that's not good. So this method that I'm about to share with you hopefully will prevent that from happening and prevent your thyroid from down regulating. So when you're testing your thyroid at a clinic, or you go to your primary care doctor, I would get a comprehensive metabolic panel with T3 RU, T4 TSH, and everything that goes along with the metabolic panel, like sodium, your lipids, and have all of that included. You have to specifically tell the doctor to add in all those things, because if you just say full panel, none of the doctors know what they're talking about, and they don't know what you mean by that. That's unfortunate, but that's honestly how the United States medical system works. I found that out the hard way over multiple times, asking many PhD doctors about simple things, and they didn't know what I was talking about. That's very frustrating, but to prevent that, I would make sure that you have T3, T4, both T3s on there, TSH, sodium, your iodine levels, that's good to check. It's not necessary, but that's in relation to everything related to hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism. That's on the flip side. I don't know too much about that because I haven't experienced it myself, but most people I think have hypothyroidism. So yeah, once, so there's like two ways to fix that. Obviously, you could take thyroid medication, which I don't recommend. I don't take that. I am considering it though, because I do have such a terrible problem with it. I don't, honestly, I want to know more about myself before I start putting chemicals into my body like that, because I don't want to fuck up my thyroid even more than it's already fucked up, if that makes sense. So most doctors will just prescribe you some medication, which I think is probably the wrong approach, because all of these problems that I'm talking about are caused by the standard American diet. That's why I'm doing this video. So hopefully you can learn something from this video, and hopefully I can help you. If you want me to help you even further, that's beyond the scopes of this video, I do coaching as well. Link in the description on my website, paxberry.com. There's multiple sections on there where you can hire me as your coach if you want to. So carb cycling, I would do 3 days on. So first, let's go back a bit. So calculating your macros, that's a necessity. Calculate your macros, weigh yourself for 7 days, calculate the average weight after those 7 days that you weighed yourself at the same time, same way, every single morning. And if you gained weight, you need to subtract calories. I would subtract 300, maybe 500 calories, depends where you're at, or how much weight you gained, according to the food that you ate throughout the week. I would do it within a week span, not within a day, because water influxes are going to be the most drastic, and we're never going to be able to predict that. So I would weigh yourself for 7 days, calculate the 7-day average, and then adjust your total calories and macros based upon that average. So if you want to lose weight, which that's what this video is about, is we're going to subtract 300 to 500 total calories per day, and do this for, if you're just starting your diet, I would just do your calorie deficit for a week. And so after that week, to prevent the thyroid from downregulating over time, if you're pretty close to being lean, or if you're, if you're in a leaner state, the thyroid is going to downregulate sooner. If you're more overweight, I don't think that you will have a thyroid problem. However, that is possible. So 3 days of your normal calorie deficit, whether you want to be keto or not for those days, that's fine. I would opt for like moderate carbs, like around maybe 200 grams of carbs, 250 grams of carbs, depending on your total calories. And then having the 4th day where you have a carb reload. So most people do the carb reload on like the 7th day. That's not really effective in my opinion. So every approximately 100 hours, based on Lyle McDonald's book, he was saying in his book that after approximately 100 hours, doing a carb reload would prevent the thyroid from downregulating. So that's what we're trying to prevent from happening. And that's why people get hypothyroidism. That's why people have thyroid problems. And part of the time, like myself, is caused by dieting, or it's caused by an underlying genetic condition, which I'm not entirely too sure on myself what the cause of that is. So, because I've always had this problem. So every 4th day, you have high carbs and low fats. So I would take the fats down to like 20 grams or so, maybe 30 on the max. You just have to adjust this on how well your body responds, and then do like your normal legs push-pull routine, or pull routine with a P, P-H-U-L, or upper lower, or you are doing some other type of high frequency training. That's what I found works best with this type of carb cycling diet approach. So after that 4th day is done and you are carved up, hopefully, with lower fats, the reason why you want to take the fats down to like 20 or 30 grams and then take the carbs up to like maybe 500, 600 grams, maybe more, depending on how you feel and how your body reacts, but only on that 4th day and every 4th day. That would be an effective way of carb cycling. So that's what I've been doing, and I've been feeling significantly better from doing that. I think that that's honestly the best way of doing it, because that's what the best research supports. You could do it on the 7th day, but let me know in the comments if you try that type of approach where you just have like a refeed day on Sunday. I did that in the past, but I didn't really find it to be very effective. So, calculating your macros, carb cycling, keto if you're overweight for 1 to 2 months, and then I would go back to normal dieting. You might have to go back to keto at some point, or like half keto where you're eating most of your carbs in the evening times. Because we do need glycogen, we do need carbs to build muscle. We need carbs to hold on to muscle when we are dieting as well. So, as far as workouts go, I'll probably put that on a different video if you guys want to know what I would recommend. Just let me know in the comments. As far as supplements and stuff that can also play a part in this carb cycling method and preventing the thyroid from downregulating, is having DHEA each day. DIM if you have estrogen problems. DIM, I don't know. You'll have to play around with that, because I personally don't have a good reaction with DIM, dimethylane. That is supposed to be like your natural like estrogen blocker, but I think it's too much in my opinion. But DHEA is also a nootropic, and that's going to be a natural supplement that you can take that would support natural testosterone levels. L-carnitine, I would have 3,000, maybe 6,000 micrograms of L-carnitine, so like 2 servings of that per day, and then having electrolytes, of course, in the morning and during the workout. Iodine and selenium are essential for thyroid function, so I definitely have that in there. 3 to 5 grams of fish oil per day. That I would not go any further than 5 grams though, because you can run into weird blood pressure problems. So Cialis if you want to enhance the blood flow, but I would not go any more than 5 milligrams of Cialis. But yeah, that's what I would do for an advanced type of carb cycling diet when you're trying to either recomp or when you're trying to just maximize body composition when you are dieting, because losing muscle is not a good thing, and it's never a good thing to lose muscle. So I hope this video helped in some way. What you can also do to help with the insulin resistance if you have problems when you eat carbs or eat certain types of carbs is having like a teaspoon of cinnamon before a meal with carbs, and having a serving or 2 of apple cider vinegar before and after each meal. That can definitely help with insulin resistance. The reason I know all this stuff is because I've tried it myself and it does work. Because I have nasty hypothyroidism problem, and I really want to fix it. It's almost fixed, but with the thyroid, it kind of takes like multiple months to adjust and fix, especially with diet, rather than just taking the medication. But yeah, I hope that someone can benefit from this video. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you like it, leave a like. If you want to leave a comment asking whatever questions that you have, leave a comment. And you can find everything that I'm associated with in the description. And don't forget to check out my website if you want coaching, OnlyFans, and all kinds of other stuff that I do. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video.